you dumb cat. Yo, what's up? We're waiting on Rika and stuff to show up. I'm gonna wait a little bit for them, and then we should be good to go, unless they message me saying they're not joining. You making anything about the IMAS set? Yeah, I need to... Oh, my cat is attacking me. I am going to be working on some IMAS stuff, but I have, like, based on, like, what people are talking about and, like, how short IMAS is, I'm probably going to try to get through IMAS decks and stuff like that fairly quick, because unfortunately, unironically, this meta is going to be, like, 1 month long. Which is unfortunate, because I think if there's more time, there's actually some room in IMAS to explore a lot more. But I think the fact that we like literally have like, at least in North America, I think it is, we only have like literally like 2 events, maybe 3, or I'm probably missing 1 or 2 or something. But there's not that many events that really matter. So I think a lot of people are passing on this because they can't make it to any of those events. And then we are going to be going straight into set 7. So I think I'm going to speed through IMAS content over the next week or so. And then I'm going to just start focusing on set 7. And there's a good chance I'm actually coming out to Georgia now, because I think I got picked to do staffing for Bushiroad at Georgia, because they had extra space. And if that's the case, I'm going to make sure it fits in like my schedule and stuff. I'm going to try to go out to Georgia for the BCS there, because I was already planning to go to Texas. Just going to Georgia is so far. Ugh. That's the only part. But I think Georgia might be one of the smaller events too. So I mean, if I have the opportunity to go there, I might as well go. Let me see if there's anything on the... Is there anything on the Bushiroad app right now for signups? I know it's like a month out, but maybe they have something listed on there. Search state Georgia. Yeah, they don't even have the BCS stuff listed on here yet for Georgia. So I'm curious if it's going to be like literally like a 5-round tournament, or is it going to be kind of like a NorCal where it's going to be a 7-round tournament? Because if it's like a 5-round tournament, it's like the easiest. I'm going to say easiest, and I'm not going to do it. But that should be a very easy top 8. All right, let me check on these guys. We're just still kind of waiting. Still kind of waiting here. Rika is supposed to be joining us. Hopefully they show up pretty soon. I did tell them I would wait a bit for them. I'll give them like 2 more minutes or so before going. If you want to join. Yeah. Waiting like 2 more minutes. See if Rika makes it. So yeah, I'll be right back really quick. Enjoy the background music. Okay, it seems like Rika might be like about 5 minutes out. So we'll see if they can make it. Give them the chance to snipe in here, because we do have an odd number of players tonight. So I'd like everyone to have a round opponent each round here. Well, while we're waiting, we can kind of review this stuff. Gonna probably do a video on this a little bit later. There we go. So Busho normally never does this. They actually posted sorry, 1 second. They actually posted tournament distribution on like decks and crafts basically. This is brand new. It must be super easy now that they're actually using the app to like collect this data, which is nice. Makes me really happy. Obviously, Rune, clearly the most played craft in this meta. It's just like I don't care what people think or say. It's just kind of a known fact that Rune is like one of the best decks, if not the best deck in the format, and like the whole format is literally warped around Runecraft. If Kuan wasn't a deck, like this meta probably would be even way more diverse than it currently is right now, because I think Runecraft kind of just forces a lot of things to like almost auto lose if they're not like high rolling. That's kind of like part of the reason why like Forestcraft is so good into Rune. It just Forestcraft has the like one of the best high roll pixie decks, is like a super high rolly good deck that like even in its like mid like rolls, it has a decent match into Runecraft, which is really good. So I did a little deck profile on Remene's, I think that's how you say it. I mess it up every time. I feel so bad. Deck. This is the deck I lost to in round 7. This is a really, really fun, interesting deck. I think honestly, I think if I found something like this in our testing, instead of if Pressure and I went down more of the forest rabbit hole when we were like testing hunters and trying different things out, and we ended up something like this, I would have really liked it a lot. This is a really good. This is kind of like the playstyle of deck I really, really enjoy. That's kind of why I always gravitate towards Haven. It's just Haven doesn't have a good way to finish games like out properly, other than like Aegis, and I'm not a big fan of Aegis because it just gets answered by Abyss so easily. But maybe I should, maybe it should come down to like not caring about Abyss anymore, because honestly, like the Abyss percentage dropped like by a lot at this time, I think, right? Because I think the Grand Showdown wasn't this like at 20% or something, so it dropped a bit. And like the big thing about Bizcraft too is that it's aggro or control, because I played against control and aggro at that event. Pikachu's Dragoncraft list here. This is a really, really similar list that I was playing when I was playing PDK stuff too. I was not on Breath. I played Bellringer instead. I only played 2 bad B Kappas and 3 Bellringers though. It's like I think the major difference when I was playing my list. Oh yeah, and instead of a third of this, which I think doing the 3/3 line on Feline is like really good, but I was playing a third Draconair because I just thought it was a really strong card. And I think yeah, my list too, I only played 1 of this, and I think I played the 3rd copy of Gal. I believe, yeah, or no, 3rd. Yeah, it was either I was always going back and forth between 3rd copy of Gal or 1 copy of Bellringer Evo. I think Bellringer Evo in this deck is just like not that good because it's not very tempo positive, really, because you're just left with like the Bellringer. So I think doing the triple Gal is better, or in this case for this guy's deck is definitely double bad B Evo is pretty good. Very basic rune list here. Very boring. I like it. I went with the penguin out. Man, not doing 3 Demon Claw Evos just feels so weird to me. I like the Demon Claw Evos. They feel really good. And then, Hanson here, Fresh Cabbage, one of the players I playtest into a lot and talk a lot about the game on one of the servers too, on Sword. I'm not a big fan of Sword. I think if this event was a little bit, maybe I shouldn't be saying that, but I mean like Sword is like fairly consistent. It's just like I think it's like not always positioned well. And I know throughout the day he was like, I don't want to say he was high rolling, but he was hitting a lot of really good like courtly dances and stuff throughout the day, which is really, really good. Let me check on. I just got off the freeway, just on the side streets. All right, just got home. Gonna register. Okay, yep, Rika's almost ready, so we can hop all on over to that pretty soon. But yeah, I mean, no matter, even if when I lose to this deck, I'm not very impressed by it. As much as I would love to be impressed by Sword, because I always like Sword as a craft in general. And just yeah, I like all the cards. I like Kagemitsu. Like Fina is really good. Assertion is really good. Obviously, Mach Knight entry is bullshit. You still get to play like the one of Leonidas to like for the elongated games or into like Havencraft and stuff to like try to combat them very well. All your 1-drops and everything feel very powerful. Triple Courtly Dance for the high roll stuff. Evo deck makes complete sense too. So this is kind of what I was on, except think in my list I cut this Evo because I just didn't care about it that much to play the third Ramla Evo because I found myself Evoing her a lot more in the small playtesting I did. But I didn't like grind out the deck that much, so can't really say much. All right, let me check on this. All right, we're gonna start here in a second. All right, shuffle, 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 shuffle. Okay, bracket, save. All participants are checked in. Process that. We will start tournament. Boom. So this doesn't show properly. Upsetting. All right. Sword is honestly pretty boring. It's a boring deck, but honestly, sometimes like just having a nice, solid, boring deck always feels good. Oh, throw on some music while we wait still. I was kind of looking forward to playtest a lot of IMAS, but after realizing how little like length there is for the IMAS meta, it's kind of sad. It makes me not as interested in like playtesting it out.
My stuff.
You good?
Volume mixer. I need to get a second monitor again. Setting up these streams are painful.
It's usually at my shift today. I mean, I usually come back here at 4:30 or 5. But I had overtime today, so yeah. The thing is, I live in a suburb called Oceanside, and I work in San Diego. So I have to basically take like an hour to hour 30 to get back. I'm open this sidekick app on my stacks first. We'll see if it works. Sometimes it doesn't work.
All right, we have Abyss. It's just straight up control Abyss. They play Bone Chimera though, instead of oh, they're not playing the discard outlet stuff. They're basically using Bone Chimera as their discard outlet. It seems like they're only playing 2 Gensetsu, 2 Yuzuki, which seems fine. And then we have Forest Craft here. It's the not standard. Wait, is it standard? Yeah, this is basically the standard Pixie Forest list. Double Archer, 1 Archer Evo, everything. Yeah. No surprise here. It's just such a strong deck. Like, why wouldn't you just, like, play this deck very often? Did I? Whoops. I almost had 3 monitors, but then the issue was when I was looking at getting a 3rd monitor, my second one died, and then I haven't replaced it just yet. I have a monitor I can borrow from my girlfriend, but I I've not done that yet.
Okay, there we go.
It needs like a stand or something, so.
Yeah, how do you want cuts?
We could do just half. What about for me?
Sure, half as well.
Is it forest?
Yes, it's gonna be forest.
All right, abyss. Do you want to roll on the app?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll on the app. I just need to wait for it to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure it goes. Yeah. Yeah, some tech issues decide to derail this.
You're good. I mean,
unfortunately.
You just got back, so it's all good.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. I'm not actually sure how this matchup really goes. I assume it's just kind of like, as always, like a bit control Abyss, kind of like if it gets to like Israfil on 6 Evo, it kind of wins the game, essentially. Like Forest has some outs to it, like Lily and things like that, but it's just it does get pretty rough when you like lose your entire board you build up to. I think just like the normal game plan for Forest in this matchup is go wide as early as possible, because wide boards are very hard for Abyss to deal with up until literally Israfil comes out, or they're able to like get 10 Necro Charge and like Marzensky to answer 3 things on the board with it, like the 3-for-1 in that sense. Otherwise, like you gotta just hope they don't rip out the specific cards in your hand that really matter, using Thundering Roar, for example, or even they don't play Silent Purge. Just now realize that mostly I guess Thundering Roar and Roll Nigh. Those are the major control tools usually in this, as far as like discard outlets go. They do play 3 Dark Angel Olivia, which is an interesting choice to play it as a 3 of. I do play it as a 2 of in my list, mostly because it's only there really to go like when I go first on turn 5 after like my turn 4 Roll Nigh, turn 5 Dark Angel Olivia, make them discard. I draw a card, or sorry, a lot of times you actually take the Evo point, depending on what your setup is for discard. Because if you have the Israfil setup, you just take the Evo point. So on 6, you get a Death's Breath Israfil Evo and swing in, which is really powerful to get clear up the board, have a 10-10 ward. But I mean, when going second, Dark Angel Olivia just becomes like a heal, just draw a card, or like draw a card, discard a card thing for your opponent and control that way. So we'll see how this kind of plays out.
So let me know when I start.
Yeah, you could go.
All right, cool. Start turn.
Mm-hmm.
Pay 1 for Fairy Circle.
All right, classic turn 1 play Fairy Circle. The best follow up after this is always Fairy Dragon for the most part. The next best follow up is actually that's not always true. I like doing a Fairy Dancer on turn 2 unanswered into Nature's Guidance Fairy Dancer again on turn 3 is like ridiculous, because if you can turn for Amataz, push up to Wisp, and then give them Storm, you gotta just start swinging in for like 8 damage immediately, putting your opponent to 12, which is pretty insane. But this is a completely good play too, because you get this 3-4 down. It's really hard for most decks to even answer this on like their turn 2 going second, essentially, because like in this case, Bellringer isn't going to do anything. The only thing Bellringer here does is kind of like mitigate some damage loss here, which is good. Because like I said, wide boards are an issue all the time for this deck. I would love to see a Fairy Dancer into Nature's Guidance next turn. I think that would be like the most hypest play, because what happens here is what's the card? Fairy Dancer comes down, and it also buffs the dragon, which is like obnoxious. It's like when I first started playing this deck, like the first like 2 games, I didn't realize that it also buffs things that are just pixie traded in general.
Play another card +1.
Looks like we're just going to do like a Roach aggro play here, or not aggro, but we're going to clear, I assume. Yep, we swing in for 3 here. This is a completely fine play too. We get this wide board going. They have to get through the Fairy Dragon. You still get a swing in with the Roach next turn, it being a 2/1. Fairy Dragon will generate you 2 more tokens, which is nice. So we can go into turn 4 and do stuff like literally Amataz push up 2 tokens and then swing in for 4 plus the 3 damage on board already, which is really good. You get to push 7 damage immediately there. Putting them to 10, I would love to see that play as like the force player here. Marzensky here would not be a bad play either, because you can just like Marzensky, pop the Roach, Evo, swing into the Fairy Dragon at least, and you're left with a 4/1 Marzensky, which is not bad. Which like kind of incentivizes them to swing in with the Pixie. But honestly, if you're the Pixie player, I think you just always value creating situations where your opponent has to answer your questions, and here we go. This is really good. The assumption here is we hit Roach. There's no way we leave this with a 4/4 on board.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh wow, they're gonna actually just pop that instead. I'm pretty sure most games I would definitely pop the Roach and then swing in to clear up essentially 5 damage there. But I mean, either way, Pixies is still in a really good spot here. They can still build the wide board. So this is the issue. Like there was only 3 followers on the board, and like they could barely answer 1. Technically, they could have answered 2 if they wanted to. But like yeah, it's just really annoying for. It's really annoying for Abyss to deal with boards to just start going wide, even with like a bunch of 1/1s. It's quite annoying. So that's kind of like what I would do here in that game plan. I want to see Amataz. Oh, that's not bad too. We get the buff here onto the board as well as the back row here.
Exterior will get 1/1s. I'll adjust during your turn.
Yep.
I will pay 2 to do it again.
A second one? Oh my god, it hurts. I like unironically, I do think at this point the game is kind of like locked in for Forest here. I will be very surprised if Abyss gets to play past like turn 7 in this game.
And then 2 face. And pass turn.
Because not only do they have like these 2 things on the board that they can now actually swing into and like try to clear up here, but the biggest issue at the end of the day still is that there is 2 more dudes in the back row. We got a 3/4 and a 2/3 there. That's also going to swing in next turn. And if Amataz like shows up, we got to pull out these 4/4 buffed fairy tokens to swing in for 8. Like this is such a good game state for Pixies. Like this is why the deck is so powerful. You get weird opening hands like this that like just feel like you cannot lose the game. Yes, those fairies are jacked. We need more fan art of like buff fairies working out so we can get tokens for those.
Sure.
Second Marzensky. This is really good. We at least get to answer both the Roach and the token, the Pixie token here, leaving a 4/1 Marzensky up, and then we got to swing in with our other 4/4 Marzensky, at least getting some damage in. But the assumption here is that we just accept that we're going to eat 8 damage next turn as the Forest player, and then just swinging with everything, especially if we have Amataz in hand.
Just do it on the other one. On the 2/3.
Sure.
Or I'm sorry, the one that's unbuffed.
Oh, okay, sure.
Oh, they're opting to.
Back on this one.
I guess they're okay. I like this play too. They're just trying to look to mitigate damage, right? So we're weakening some of the board. We're gonna use our 2 bodies on board to swing into these other 2, is my assumption, because they both do live here, which is totally fine. So instead they're gonna only be able to push 4 damage next turn. But if they have Amataz in hand, it can get really out of control, especially if they have a Nature's Guidance, because one of the tokens in the back row is a Wisp, meaning it's going to cost 0, which means they could weave in like Amataz bounce, Amataz like play, and then push like 10 damage. 10 damage plus like the 4 on board, they'll be able to push 14. Is that game? Yeah, that's like easy game if that happens.
So this was another -1 attack. I'll just denote it like this there.
Oh wait, it's not -1/-1. It's -2/-2. My brain. So yeah, that actually they still only push 10. Oh no, they push 11 damage with 1 Amataz. But if they have Nature's Guidance and Amataz, they can push lethal here, which is pretty obnoxious. You definitely run in your dude unless you're gonna bounce it back to your hand with Nature's Guidance or something.
Sure, I'll take this card into Marzinski.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter. And then I will do.
Oh, even like what's that one spell called? I always forget. The Shine. Like even buffing it a token up +2 with Amataz is lethal too. There's just like so many weird choices here that go down lethal. All right, looks like we're just pushing up some tokens, so we don't have access to Amataz here. I'm sure Abyss, sigh of relief there.
Actually, no, sorry. I'll bring up the Wisp instead, and then pay 2 for Fairy Dragon +4, and then I'll pay 2 for Roach. 3 cards played,
so we're gonna push 7 damage here. That's really good.
I will give Storm on this one.
Sure.
How many promotes you have?
I'm tapped out.
Okay, cool. So 4 face.
Sure.
And then 3 face.
Put him down to 5. And we got a really solid board here. We get a present a Ward 2, meaning that these Marzenskis, you're gonna have to waste 1 Marzensky into one of these swings, which is good, which means you're only gonna take 4 damage this turn. I'm wondering though, was the play actually to ward? Do we care about taking 8 damage here? How do we lose the game? What is it? Is he still at 20? Like maybe the play was not to ward because it's harder to interact with the Pixie Dragon once it's not warded, and it has 4 health, which is like relatively big here. Ooh.
Pay 3. Option to most likely just heal.
What are you doing with Bad B here?
Yeah, I'm just gonna heal.
Heal 7.
Going for the heal too. I'm not sure if that's going to make that huge of a difference here. So we got 6 damage on board with the 2 tokens. So they only need to find 1 more damage after that, and like anything like they've already used 2 Roach Evos. I think they only play 2. It should be right, yeah. So they need like an Amataz or a Sakuna off the top, which should be completely good, or another way to buff them. Just another Fairy Dancer would be enough as well.
Yeah.
So just put these 2 to rest. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Evoing opting to force engage everything. Interesting.
Guess I could have dealt 2. Yeah. Okay. So
You're in such a bad spot as Abyss. I don't even think they've set up Amataz in the grave. Or not Amataz. Sorry, too much fairy talk. They haven't set up Israfil in the grave, which is like really bad, which means they can't really play Israfil till like turn 8 essentially, or hopefully on like turn 7 they have a way to ditch it or something, or I guess the only way they can really ditch it. I forgot they're not playing a standard list, which means Bone Chimera is their only answer to ditching, milling it actually, which is really awkward. These board states are just like so bad for Abyss. Like I know for a while some people were like, "Oh, Abyss is the best deck. It's tier 1." That like this is the reason why the deck can't be tier 1. It just does not deal with wide boards very well unless we get to the Israfil turns. And in those cases, you have to have the Evo point. You have to have Death's Breath, and you have to have Israfil in the grave.
And then we're just gonna go into your Roach.
Sure.
So this is
if Abyss had access to Themis like on 5 or something too, like maybe, Abyss would probably be cooking. Like they have ways to answer wide boards, but the only real answer is Marzensky, and ideally you want to have 10 in the grave for Marzensky to really pop off. We got the buff here, so this should be lethal here.
So what was it? That was the what do you call it? That was a 3/3 Wisp, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It was 3/3 turns to 5/5.
Because you played the thing and then
Swing 8 for lethal here.
Good job.
Yeah.
Ripperino.
I
That
don't
is
know.
rough.
I was prepping the what do you call it, the Getsatsu next turn, but
Yeah, no, that was yeah. So what I actually did was
Yeah, Soul Dealer is another great way because like you can Soul Dealer or what's the other card? Kawi are both really good, like somewhat early plays you can make that will require your opponent to essentially sacrifice their board. So like a Kawi here would have been really great as well, because you know you would probably have to just run both things in so they get no healing and then hopefully Amatos off the top or something. But Kawi is like a fake Themis, essentially, is how we talked about it a lot with Pressure and I and like the people I test with. Because if they don't really have a good answer to it, it just like forces them to trade inefficiently into Kawi so that they don't get the maximum heal possible. So you usually get it like that card usually like 2, 3, 4 for 1 sometimes even depending on the board state. And then Soul Dealer is once again the kind of the same thing. I don't think there's a lot of really good targets for Soul Dealer right now. So personally, I'm not a big fan of Soul Dealer. But Soul Dealer does let you get around like getting Rhyme Wind and stuff like that. But you know, at least right now, I think there's a lot of like little things that like you can eat that have 3 attacks. So Soul Dealer will be fine in the end there. All right. Well, thanks for joining for this game, guys. I'm going to throw on some music as we wait for the next round to start. Hopefully they're almost done. Yeah, we have one match left that's working their way through. And then tonight we do have a 3-round tournament, so there's still going to be 2 more matches after this. And then we'll be good. Also, what's up, Geek? Listen, wait, Geek, who are you on Discord? I feel like I'm always constantly mixing up people. Yeah, I agree. I was one of those people who fell in that trap too. Originally, I thought Kawi was not that good, and then I discussed it a lot with Presha and stuff, and actually played with the card. And then I realized after they clearly understood it already. I didn't at the time. That's right, Deskanon. All right. I didn't understand at the time how powerful like Kawi is or can be depending on what the meta is, and surprisingly, it's literally like the Themis for Abyss in some cases. Like, yes, there are ways it can just get answered and you get nothing, but a lot of time when your opponent has to like run 2 to 3 things in to trade inefficiently into it is really good for you. Because they're afraid of you like healing like 3, 4, or 5 essentially. So they'll trade inefficiently into it and not play anything before they like actually play their big guys. Sometimes that tempo advantage too off of Kawi is huge. You get that healing, which is really good, but also the fact that they can't play their like turn 5 or 6 out in a very like efficient order. Or like he puts them off game plan for a turn, it sets them back a turn, which is crazy. It's just such a good tempo like resetter essentially. That's why we kind of been calling it like Themis but for Abyss. Mm-hmm.
mathing.
Oh, am I dead?
No, I don't think you're dead, but I am just mathing just to see how this goes.
All right, it kind of looks like the last game is going to be done in like a couple turns here. So I'm going to take a minute to step away here. You guys can enjoy this music while I'm gone. All right, let us check where we're at. Is the last round done yet? The last match. Nope, looks like they need a little bit more time. If you guys haven't already watched the Hunter Bolt first place BCS Sacramento interview and deck profile, check it out. Remine, I think that's how I say it. God, I feel so bad because I kept saying it wrong. I think it's Remine. Did a little interview with him. It was really fun. I was really happy that he agreed to come on. I had a lot of fun playing him, and his deck was like one of the most interesting decks I've played into in this meta, which has been great. I love seeing rogue decks like that come out of nowhere and just kind of take an event. It's always really good to see. All right, you guys are gonna be exposed to this match because apparently they did a lot of healing when I was gone.
And I've done it twice and then 2 death spreads. I'm going to play a one-tailed fox up for 2. And so I got 2 play points left. I'm gonna pass no warding.
Draw 1. I can't tap Nightway because I have something here.
Yep.
But that is pretty lucky. I'll tap down your Yuzuki again.
Yep.
I will search. Do I fail to find? I think I'll fail to find because I want another card.
Okay. It searches for that one spell, right?
Yeah, just that one spell.
Okay.
And then I'll cut. I will.
Yep.
This is now 1 mana because I'm in overflow.
Yep.
I'll kill your Yuzuki, and then
Okay.
you take 2 damage.
Take 2.
Then I'll crack Night's Way.
Yep. Draw. Effectively draw.
Yeah, effectively draw. So I'm at 8. This put me at 5. I heal 4.
Okay.
The chef is cooking. And then I play the ward. Girl.
Ooh, we got the dragon cookout. This guy is just healing like mad.
And then at the end of the turn, I
Why are you doing this to me, man? Why are you healing so much? Please stop. I thought the game was gonna be over soon.
Before I had 2 play points.
3, 3, 4. He's a 2-4.
2-4. I'm gonna surefire bullet the standing follower.
This one? Because he's a 3-4.
That one, the 3-4, the chef.
He doesn't die.
Oh, he's not a. Oh, okay. Then yeah, just shoot the Evo follower, the warded one.
Gotcha.
Right. I for some reason I thought he was an Evo for a second, but yes, you're good. So that was my last 2, and then begin turn. Draw. I will play Space 6 for Ginsetsu. Yep. Pay the 1 to evolve her. Yeah. Oh, and sorry. Before the evo, I'll grab the 5 Fox tokens. Yep. And then the evo.
Oh, you play all 3 evo.
Yeah. Just kind of the core of the deck.
This is disgusting. Let this game in. I swear to God. Third Ginsetsu Evo.
So you got a 1 and a. Is that 3 attack on the chef dude?
Yeah, 3 attack, 1 attack.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I will move these up. I'm gonna have this one swing at you for 2 though.
I'll take it. Got no choice.
Okay, and then I will bring this one up, and I will just ward all 4 of these and pass turn.
Okay. Let me think.
Yep.
I think that's fine. I'll draw.
Okay.
So I got 1 more Death Breath to work my way through. I'll tap this.
Yep.
Blazing Breath. Oh, Bahamut.
Okay. He destroys all followers, right?
Yeah, even mine.
Okay.
And then say go.
Okay. All right. Oh.
I have 1 play point left.
Okay. This is so dumb. Yuzuki. This is so stupid.
Wait, you're right.
Yeah.
Was he playing the card?
That's all 3 Yuzukis.
I didn't even think about that.
Only 2 Death's Breaths so far.
Yeah, only 2 Death Breaths. So I got 1 more to work.
Yeah, there's still 1 more Death's Breath if I need it. Let's see, I got 4. I'm going to summon that, and with the last 2, I'm going to summon Mini Soul Devil and pass.
I'll kill the Soul Devil.
Okay.
And then draw. 1 card. Check top.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a good one. Play that. A 5/5.
Yep.
I will spend 4 mana. Well, that's 2 already.
Yep.
I'll spend 2 to. Let me think about this.
Yep, you're good.
I'll spend 1 to heal 2 first.
Okay.
So I'll draw 1. Okay, this is pretty good luck here. I'll Phylene and tap down your Suzuki.
I feel like I've seen this before.
Yeah, this is the 3rd time. I'll kill it with this spell as well.
Okay.
So I got 5 mana left. You take 2 damage.
Okay.
Okay. I will Evo him.
Okay.
I don't need to. I played my hands out. I'll heal 4 with this guy.
Okay.
Then I'll play the ward. And then your turn. I'm not gonna ward.
Okay. Gosh.
He's back to 20 health. When I checked it earlier, he was at like 5 health. I'm gonna kill myself. This man out here playing Heal Dragon. That's what I should have been doing this entire meta.
How many cards do you have?
Imagine going to a regional and going 5 double losses to time because you just spend all your time healing. Oh my god.
5.
If I win a regional,
Okay.
like if I get first place at a regional, I will do this at another regional just to be a terrorist at that tournament. Because this is ridiculous. I will grab every healing card there is in Dragon and shove it into a deck. And then 3 Fortes so I could win somehow.
I will play a Ding Dong.
Alright. All the wards.
Yeah. And I'm gonna play Chat for 3. And pay 1 to evolve her and tutor an arena.
There's no award. It's if you're talking about the tapped card. I guess technically the Angel Girls award, but the tapped card is the Milky Way card or whatever, where it just draws you a card essentially into your EX area if you have nothing in EX, if that's what you're referencing. Otherwise, he doesn't have any wards right now.
I guess I'll play the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll just ward these 3 and go ahead.
Fucking him.
1.
1. Get strong. Oh, let me think here. Do some taps. I kill one of the wards, the 1/3, and then I
One of the
follow.
1/3s.
Okay. Oh, I forgot the name, but it's like it's a 2-drop. I think it's a 1/3 that can evo it to draw a card and becomes like a 2/4. I don't have their deck list open right now because they weren't the initial stream match, right? So
Then I'll kill the last ward.
Oh my god, he hit all 3 Surefires. What the heck? Skill draw.
Yep. And then I evolve her for exactly 11.
Yep. That's game.
oh my god, we got there.
Yep.
Ooh, I almost had that guy. How many cards do you have left?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 4.
You play Yaksha too?
All right, we're finally making it to round 2. I don't believe it. Yeah, it does have ward. Yeah, I think it is Rosa, the angel-looking card. I think it was in set 5, I believe, when it came out. All right, so we're going to have on stream, we're going to have the Pixie Forest, Rika from last match, into Egg Haven. Ooh, Egg Haven, they're playing Deus Ex Machina. Interesting choice for their very few, very few flex spots in the deck. Yeah, 5 sounds correct. I've never played egg with that card because and early on I considered playing egg because it's just like a solid deck all around. But after like testing more and stuff, I just did not want to deal with playing egg that much. So it'll be interesting to see how this how it comes into play here as just like straight up a draw 4 once after Evo.
Oh, I was just confused who the opponent was. Dang, I couldn't find the tag.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's all good. I couldn't find a tag for some reason.
Oh, there.
Yes, yeah, I have one too.
Yeah, that's part of the reason too. Like I've played enough egg that I think I could pilot decently, but I'm not going to pilot as well as someone who's been playing it like non-stop essentially. So that was kind of part of the reason too I didn't want to play the deck. That and we ended up finding that Haven list that Pressure and I really enjoyed. So
You want to do it? I'm down.
Sure. I'll just half cut. How about you?
Sure.
For
Sure.
myself.
Same half cut.
Sure.
Is that good?
Yeah, sure. And then just roll.
Sure. High or low?
High roll. I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 1.
Sure, I'll go first. Go 4. I'll put back.
Oh.
Okay, ready to start?
Sure thing.
Sure. Start. Play Spirit Shine, make 2 fairies, X area, and pass turn.
Begin. Draw. I will drop Andromeda. Pass.
Sure.
So we don't have the best opener for Forest here, but good enough. Andromeda coming down, just being a goblin as always. Trying to get that damage in as soon as possible.
Maybe the value is better right now. Fair Dragon, +2. Pass turn, no words.
Attack for 2.
Sure. 18.
Yeah, I'm surprised how much fun I had with the Haven list, honestly. I think if I came in with like something else, I might have done better, but I was just happy with playing that list because I was playing it so much into testing. It just felt it was very much a comfort pick at that point.
I'll pass.
Sure.
Oh, is this backwards? There we go. Fix that for you guys. Pretty annoying board. We got the book down, which means we get to answer the dragon at least for the most part. Dragon should probably just push damage here? Question mark. I have not played this matchup like at all.
Two face. Then play one for you.
I'm not even sure if Amata's Forest is actually quicker than
Roach gets +1 attack.
quicker than Egg when it comes to like finishing the game. So once again, we're seeing kind of the same play pattern here, which is really nice. So we're just probably going to deal with the Andromeda here. Evo. We present 3 bodies in the board. We know for a fact the Pixie Dragon's basically dead here. I doubt they are planning to egg Evo here to deal with the board. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get our 2 tokens off of the Pixie Dragon here.
Yep. Last words. Yeah, last words. Put a fair list and fair token in the X area.
And then I take 2, right?
Didn't. It was only 2. Yeah, it was 2 back.
Yeah. Okay. And then
Book also being able to live pretty big.
play Dynamite Devil, kill the Pixie.
Fina coming down here, pop in the Pixie.
Pass turn.
Sure.
All right, at least we got this 2-1 on board here. We can swing in. Kind of see a Nature's Guidance in hand. Look like a Rose Gardener as well. Are they on 4 play points here? I wonder if the play could possibly be bounce the book, because if they want to play it again and Evo it, they're gonna have to discard another card. They're down to a 3-card hand.
Lily.
Oh, they're just probably gonna bottom deck it, which is completely fine too. A whiff on that, unfortunately. I hate that card so much.
I'll bomb down.
Not only is it annoying to play into, but my opponents always hit and I never hit on Lily. It's just a proven fact.
No pass turn.
We're going to see, Alice, we're ever going to be able to set up our board here. Without the EX zone being full of cards, you don't feel too bad here as the Pixie player.
Play March.
Sure.
5, 3, 2.
All right, we have tea time coming down. Can barely see it due to the glare.
Oh wow. I even played Deus Ex too. I respect that.
Ooh,
If
whiff.
I force the egg early, it's just a top deck option. She's bad, but yeah.
Yeah, I mostly play Control Abyss, or Control Haven, so I'm familiar with that.
Really rough for Egg. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull it out.
Clear at 5, and then I get 5 cards to turn 5 to try to combo again. If I top decker, that's
Got it.
and then fuck. I'll tag you for 3.
Sure. 13. Or sorry, no, sorry. I'm at 15.
Yeah.
Just pass. Sure.
This is a really, really rough state for Egg, because like we just get to push 4 damage here as the Pixie player, which feels really good. Are we playing another Roach? Oh, Rose Gardener, Evo. Draw a card. Not bad. I like this. We get this wide board here. They have to have the Egg now. And we already know their hand is absolutely garbage based on like playing the tea time there, I feel like. So if they don't have Egg here, it's pretty much over. Like I kind of already feel like it's over, but it's, you know, we can get back in this game maybe.
I'm about to take 6, no, 8.
So we haven't seen any Alice's yet, which is really unfortunate for Egg. We haven't seen Egg here because I think this is just like you're always kind of forced to egg this board.
Yeah, egg or bust.
Oh, we're doing it. All right. Do we have Egg in the top 5?
And then waste my last play point to evolve.
Sure.
We gotta remove one thing here, right? Let's see. They have no more play points. We just remove one of the 2 attackers here. I guess Lily is the card. Maybe not Lily. Maybe we're supposed to get rid of Roach because they could bounce it technically. They found Egg here, but how much damage do they have next turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gotta push 8 damage, putting them to 4.
I'll attack.
Clearing a spot here too might be wrong, actually. Board locking them might actually be the play. Because you guarantee to live. If they remove one of the followers here, that lets them like I guess it doesn't really matter. Sakuna doesn't close out the game. What else could possibly close out the game with this? Oh, they could buff the board, right? They get We get 2 more off of Elven Princess. That's not Elven Princess. Fairy Dancer. That's not enough to clear out the game. I guess Fairy Dancer, Bounce, Fairy Dancer, something like that. But I mean, if they have Nature's Guidance in hand, it's just like you swing in with Roach, you bounce it back to your hand, swing with everything else, and like push up another thing and Roach again, and then you like close out the game that way, right?
Lily, top 2.
Only going for Lily, unfortunate.
Oh, sorry, he doesn't count.
Dude, imagine Lily could get Almazals like that. Oh my god, the deck would be obnoxious.
And the Alice, right?
Yes, to the Alice bomb deck. Then, since you have no play points, total of 4, 6, 7, 8 total.
Putting him down to 4 here. I don't know. We get to egg this board now, which is fine.
I think we will do pay 1 guidance, bounce Roach, draw card.
So they could 3 here.
And
Do they have
nope.
Oh no, they already Lily Evia'd, my bad. I feel like the play order there was kind of a mistake. I think I would have bounced the Roach in first because you could get into something else that lets you play like a spell or something or pump on one of the pixies, and then you can play the Roach down in Evo for game. But I mean, either way, you represent lethal in your hand essentially because you got to push up a token, play Roach, and like another card or whatever, and then you just play like 3 cards before your Roach this next turn, and you're good to go.
A3.
Sure.
No, actually.
You just egg Evo here, man. I guess you could play 3, pop it, but no, you just egg Evo, then you can pop your amulets. I don't know, what do we even get here? We just get Alice, right? Because we just need the hand.
Nothing. I just waste 2.
Sure.
Bring back the hunty.
Getting egg back again, not getting Alice. Interesting. I feel like Alice would have just been the better play, but I know they're afraid of just like losing off here. Because I think they have enough play. They have 1 play point left over, which means they could have Evo Alice, top check 4, maybe get into something. Because you're just basically dead if they can combo into Roach, right?
Circle, make 3.
Oh yeah, Fairy Circle, push up stuff, Roach for game.
Plus 2, and then 2. Yeah, 2 for wait a second. Where'd my thing go? 1 second.
Did you discard Roach by accident or?
Oh yeah, about to say. I think.
No, it's all good. I know you have it.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. I mean, either way, I could also.
No, it's good.
Yeah. I mean, I had Amataz anyways, but I just did that. I did that thing a bit weird. So it was pretty much game.
Looks like eggs couldn't get there, unfortunately, this time around.
Amataz and Spirit Shine in my hand, so basically like.
Lots of lines of lethal there as we're hearing over their talk. Unfortunate, egg just like literally not seeing anything. That's really, really rough. Let me check on the other matches right now. This is the first match done for, yeah, that was a really quick matchup. I'm going to take a quick peek at the other matches here, see how they're doing. All right. Another Dragon versus Abyss there. What is in this last one? Dragon versus Abyss again. Dang, we have a lot of Abyss today. All right, I'm going to take a quick break here, then I'll pop back in a couple minutes to see where everyone's at. Hopefully, they'll be a little closer to finishing the game. We'll go to our final round next. See if Rika can actually take it. I think this might be the first win for Rika if they win the last round here. It'll be really exciting for them. All right, I'll see you guys in a little bit.
I'll play one just for the ward, so I'll pay 2. You know what? I'll play it. I'll play another.
Okay.
Enjoy the terrorism of Dragon healing a bunch. But it looks like they're top decking the rest of this game right now, so I'm going to step away really quick, but I'll leave this on for you guys.
Whatever.
Yep. You can evo whoever you want. I don't care.
That's fine. I'll just keep it like that.
All right. Filing. I'll kill the Gin.
Dude, Luigi, I'm so sorry.
Go ahead. Oh, actually, let me think about it. Why should I kill Gin?
She doesn't get attack. Well, I mean, it's tough either way.
Yeah, I'll just kill Gin.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I need the one card in my deck that beat this matchup.
All right. 1 damage.
I'll take it all. You got
Alright,
nothing.
Oh yeah, true. It's 2. Right. Or
And
was it?
five.
Was it? Yeah. And then 5. Yep. I'll go ahead and soul convert one of them.
Sure.
Draw. And I'll just play this.
Okay.
1 left. Pass turn.
Knight's Way. Oh, that's not it. I'll kill Yuzuki and draw one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not it either. I guess I'll just smack into your ward and do what I can. Go ahead.
All right. It's got 2 HP. Maybe it matters. All right. Draw. 8, 9. You'd have 5 HP left.
I will.
What's you have? How many cards?
Just one.
Okay. Necro 10. Kill the 2-drop. All right. So it's as long as it's 3 play points or less. I'll just raw evolve to discard it. All right. Once again, swing.
Take it.
Yep. So that's your
Five.
what was it? 14. Yeah, you'd be at 5. Yeah. Because I swung with that. Swing at that, and then I'll push up 2 foxes, ward them. Your move.
Well, how much? No,
wait.
10. I'll heal 2.
Yep.
That's not it. Can I live here?
Probably not.
Oh, actually, no. I can top deck Phylene.
Oh, true. Maybe if you kill 1 and then true.
Yeah. So I'll kill the guy.
It's gonna cost what do you call it? 4. Right?
This is 5. I have 2 left, exactly for Phylene.
There you go.
No, that's not Phylene. Okay.
Good
There
try.
it is.
There he is. Yeah, I was just waiting for that to come down. I was holding it just in case.
No, I need this card to be.
Yeah. Yeah. The matchup is so hard if you don't have that card.
But yeah, with this card, it becomes like super easy because your discard doesn't matter anymore.
Doesn't matter. Yeah. Exactly. And your cards are like high value anyways. So.
Yeah. Oh well. Good game.
Yeah. Good game.
All right, we're free. We're free of the terrorism. All right. Let me set up the next match. We have 1 round. This is going to be our last round. Oh, wait. Yeah, they got to report it. We're going to go to round 3. Excited. Let's see if Rika can close out the game today or the tournament. Because I don't think they've won one of these yet. Maybe they did once. I know they topped 4 a couple times, but there it is.
Finally on stream. Hello, hello.
Oh no, we are going to be in the terrorist match.
Okay. Finally, not Abyss.
Let me just. You're playing Abyss?
No, I'm playing Dragon.
Oh, you're playing Dragon, okay.
Hold on. Okay, there we go. Let's roll.
Sure.
Got a 1?
Can I roll on the app?
Yeah, it's okay. I don't
Sure.
have a problem.
I got a 3. I'll go first.
All right. My evil point.
Okay. Have a cut?
Half is fine.
Sure, I'll do half as well. Okay. Draw 4.
2, 3, 4. Okay.
I'll keep as well.
Go ahead.
Start. Spirit Shine, make 2 fairies, pass turn.
All right. Draw. Go.
This is probably going to be a really, really rough match for Forest here. They have to either push heavily really quickly, which, I mean, obviously that's their main game plan. But I think once Dragon starts getting into the territory of, like, they're just doing the infinite healing shenanigans, it's going to be pretty rough.
I'll never play mine, but I don't think it's worth it. Pass turn award.
Rico with another solid opening. Obviously, Fairy Circle much better in this scenario, but, you know, we take what we can.
Point to evil her and draw 1.
Sure.
Now ward.
Okay, sure.
Go ahead.
Getting our 2/4 ward up immediately here. Drawing a card. Are they considering? Dude, do they have Roach again? Dude, I think every game their opening has been like Fairy Generation, Fairy Dragon into Roach removal.
Second mode, I'll deal 2 damage to that, and then rush into it.
It's a 2/4.
No, no. I do the second skill, and then I deal 2 damage on this on evolve, and then I rush into it.
Got it.
So it's basically 2 damage from effect, and then 2 damage from the rush. No, the 2 fates.
Take it.
All right, get in for 2 at least, so we're getting the damage down right now immediately.
Nice way.
Sure.
Oh.
Oh man, you got the 10/10 for 10 that heals 10. All right, we're gonna be able to push 3 damage here. So Dragon's currently at 18.
That is super sad.
Pay 1 for
Buffing up here. All right, we're going to be pushing 5 damage here, right? Putting them to 13.
Or sorry, plus 2. My bad. So it's a 3/3. I forgot she's a. That's okay.
Dude, if we have another Roach Evo to Storm for 2 also, oh my god, in me.
Hold on. Thinking. Think the better play here.
Cards in hand?
3. You have no what do you call it? So you have no followers in the field?
No.
Okay, sure. We will do 2 face.
I'll take it.
18. I will
Going down to 16 here.
1 for Nature's Guidance. Bounce Fairy Dragon. Draw a card.
Alright, sure.
Their hand must not be that good if they're going to be bouncing the dragon.
Sukuna. Pay 1 Evo.
Alright, Evo here. So this is a 3/3?
+1/+1. And then I'll go 3 to face.
I'll take it.
And 3 to face.
Okay.
So you're at 10. And I'll pass turn?
Yep. Draw.
So they're down to 10, right? So this is pretty scary for them. This might be over already. Nice way not being able to be used too, because they were not going to be able to remove the 10-10 out.
With how many up?
4. Whatever max. Yeah, 4.
Okay, sure. Draw.
So they're just looking for 4 damage here. Amataz does that.
Okay. We will do this play, I guess. You will pay 1 for fair circle. 3 fairies exterior. 3. Hmm. 2, 3.
Don't you get another fairy?
You should have 4 tokens in the EX, not 3.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, because there's 1 banner there, and then fairy give you 3.
Okay, okay. So I have 4. Just to confirm, I have 4 EX area tokens, correct?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I might have just taken one out by accident.
What are we thinking about here?
Womp, womp, womp.
Okay.
Because next turn, if he has con flag, I don't know if this list has con flag. I didn't even look up this dragon list. Wait, did I look up this dragon list?
Fair dragon.
I did not. So if they have con flag, then this board gets answered every time. But do they even live? That's like the big issue. They floated 4, so maybe they have like Serpent's Wrath or something to deal with at least 1 swing. So maybe they don't have to take 5 or take 3 here.
This turned to a 3/3, and this will also be. That was 5, so yeah, 3, 6.
So this is also another turn where I think swinging before playing this out
6.
with the with Sakuna, just to see if they'll like remove the Sakuna.
Oh no, I haven't swung. I haven't swung any card yet. So
you're gonna swing.
Yeah. I'm going to swing. So I'll do Sukuna first for 3.
I'll kill the fairy.
Sure, you'll kill the fairy, and then the Sukuna swing will go.
Yeah, because if you swung with Sukuna first, you could have baited the Serpent's Wrath and got an extra damage in here, which would have been nice. So I think Dragon's at 7 now, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have the app open in there because they're live streaming the app and I can't see it. Let me see. Yeah, they're at yeah, I think they're at 7 here, right?
I'll do 2 damage to Sukuna.
Sure.
Draw. Okay, now you come to me. But you're useless to me. Okay, I'll kill the
fair dragon.
Dragon.
Yep, sure. Last words. Just get the wisp.
Yep. And then I'll kill the fairy dancer.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Okay, I need 7. Okay, sure. Start turn.
Amataz here would be really good. We get to push 4 damage plus 3, doing 7, which should be lethal, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. Oh no, they're at 10 life, it looks like. Unless this is wrong. Hold on, I'm going to switch to it really quick. Oh no, yeah, they're at 7, so...
Okay, we'll do this then. I guess. First, we'll go 3 fakes.
That man 4.
Sure. Okay, and then
Put in the 4 Amataz out of hand, please. Or 3 tokens push plus Roach. I'll still do 4 damage here. Bounce Sakuna, push up 3 guys, play Sakuna Evo. 5. There's a lot of ways to do 4 here. We'll just see what they have going for them.
Fairies up. We will do. No, I can't even do that playing this, but I think this is probably the better play considering circumstances. Pay 1 Evo. On the Volve, put 2 Wisp in the EX area.
Sure. Do your thing.
Yeah, and then I will move one up and pass my turn.
Oh. Holy fucking shit! Why? Oh my god. Okay, well, at least I can play. There he is. I was wondering where he was.
Sure.
Let me think about this. I don't have much of a choice. I'll kill the whips with 3 damage, then I'll attack into Sakuna.
Sure.
Then I will do 5 damage to
Alvin Princess Mage.
Yep, that's
Sure.
3 Serpent Draft.
Sure.
Before I get overflow. Go ahead.
Sure.
Just 2 damage short. I'm a toss. Fairy circle.
The answer is no, but I do have another thing I could do. We'll do pay. Sure. Pay two fairies. Pay 3 for Rose Gardener and pay 1 Evo.
We can top deck Shine here for +2 damage, right?
And combo 3, draw a card, and 2 to face.
Yes,
Yes, I'm coming in a bit. Yeah. So you're at 2, and I'll pass her with them up.
What can even save me? Conflag. That's not enough. It's
Sorry,
not
what did you say?
enough.
Oh.
You knew it. I'll kill the Rose Gardener with Blazing Breath because I'm in overflow.
Sure.
So we can answer the 2.
And then I have 2 left. So that's game.
That's game. Yep. I was like, I don't know how they answer the board without conflag. It's just these 1/1s being on the board are crazy too.
2 Israfil and bunch of do nothing. Oh, there she is.
Alright. Yeah.
All right. Well, that kind of concludes this. This is the last Set 6 tournament too. So congratulations to Rika for winning their tournament this week. Next week will be IMAS. So it'll be interesting to see who has IMAS cards ready to go. If everyone's going to be playing cool aggro, I'm really interested in seeing combo cool. That's the deck I kind of want to play because this meta for IMAS is not like fun for me. I don't have time to like really play test a lot of stuff. But yeah, thanks for joining, guys. As always, these matches will be up on the channel. I mean, you can still view them now. I think I'm going to cut them into pieces later. We'll see what happens. Though, like, it's always awkward because it's the last week, or it's just a few days before IMAS drops. So, but yeah, thanks for joining, guys. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe.